What's up? What's up? I see that I have two watching now. Just stay tuned, everybody. I just started the actual live stream, getting everything ready because it may be a long day. So just hang in there real quick. It'll take me about 2 more minutes, and we'll go ahead and get everything started. Thank you, and welcome back. All right, we're back. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon. It's morning for me. Shit. I don't know if you know, but I streamed for like 14 hours last night. All right, we're back. What's up, everybody? Good. All right, sound is good. Let's get going. What's our next mission? Focus, focus. Fear and loathing. Let's get this done. We need avalanche and we need our frost blast and blizzard, which seems to probably be the most OP of the supercharges. Just out of experience for now, for what I'm running. The reason that I changed my loadout up, I'm running Impaling Ice clipped with Cold Snap. Now, after you clip it with Cold Snap, which is your power back, you're going to have like 3 seconds of straight up power back where you're going to be able to spam some powers, which is where I'm going to clip Resonating Gale and Reflection. Then I'm probably going to go into some weapons attacks and end up clipping the weapon attacks with Snowball. That's the idea, and then just supercharge whenever that's ready, because this is going to go ahead and start, getting my supercharge up. So that's the idea for now. Most likely that'll be just Wintry Tempest right now is, it's taking up too much power. Yeah, it's just way too much power for Wintry right now.
Let's show this uninvited
have you
guest
made a mistake.
Justice Society hospitality.
You want Sinestro? You'll have to get through us.
Conserve some power on that rotation.
No! You'll pay.
Just throw a snowball in there. Bring it back. There you go. Another feat. Who knew? Now, Des were asking on the test servers. I was reading up on the test servers this morning before I got on if they were trying to explain all the changes that happened to ice, to the weapons, the way they give you power back now, the way you get power back now. A lot of the CC aspects of a lot of powers have been changed. So, hey, what am I supposed to do here? There we go.
Access granted.
You have come to save Sinestro? His ring is drained and he is our prisoner. To get to him, you must face the light of the Green Lanterns and the Starheart. We stand for justice. What do you stand for, villain? For the dark things cannot stand the light. The light has been defeated. For this moment only, it will return, and you will pay the price.
Shoulder piece. Let's go ahead and equip that. We gotta get rid of some of this stuff. 29? 29?
Justice Society was
No!
totally destroyed. Sinestro's free, and Ring's
Yeah, it
back
becomes a
in
stretch at this
charge,
point.
thanks to you. Check in with the Sinestro Corps recruiter back at the Midtown safe house. They should be suitably grateful.
See the power issue? See the power issue? See what I'm talking about?
The Star Heart.
Alright. We'll take breaks later.
Lantern.
We'll go ahead and skip this movie today. Let's go ahead and get out of here. If you're just joining us today, well, the devs yesterday made us this whole weekend, if you're starting an account on test server to test the new changes to mental, ice, and electricity, you had to begin a new tune from level 0. And you were granted your powers that way. So you could read beforehand what the powers do, but you know, DC is kind of shady in that sense, is they don't really tell you everything about the power in the description. You gotta like figure everything out for yourself. So, you know, the rest. So in our mission yesterday to go ahead and try to get to 30 within one take, I think something gave out at hour 13 and 45 minutes, and then the stream just went bad, and I had to give it up. I was like, alright, I'm just gonna sleep, come back later, finish it up today, 2 more levels, call that a stream, give it about an hour or so, and then we're gonna begin testing numbers and seeing what loadout, what's gonna be the new ice loadout, basically, if there is one, or if there's a couple of them. But that's gonna be some hours as well. That's the only way to find out, really. Yeah, I think that I have Livid is saying that it would have been more successful test if they gave us some skill points and gear and some sparring targets, in his opinion. I understand, and I believe that that will come. That moment will come. They just wanted to do this first. That's, you know, have you level, because they want to see you not, you know, trying to spam the next great power. They want to basically get the feedback from people leveling up. So that's their intention. You know what I mean? It was kind of unexpected, that's for sure. Because I expected that. I expected to go in on the tunes that I already had. I had 3 tunes on test server. I already had 3 tunes on test server, had them set up. I had a league hall, had my dummies. I was already right in front of them. But nope. They were like, hey, look, you're going to start off in the Brainiac ship and earn all your powers this way. So, I don't know when it goes back to normal, actually. They said it was just going to be the weekend, but they'll probably do the week. Because, you know, they want to give people the chance to get to 30 in a reasonable amount of time. Not, you know, expect everybody to play 13 hours straight, 2 days in a row, you know what I mean? Just to be able to get to that point where they can start seeing a difference in numbers. Because the thing is, when comparing numbers at this stage where you're still leveling up, well, numbers are still increasing, you know what I mean? Because you're still leveling up and you're getting better gear. But once you get to 30 and you get all your powers, what, I gotta go to Hall of Doom? Once you're level 30 and you get all your powers, that's when I believe, you know, you don't have to, you can stand in front of a dummy, you have a set amount of stats and skill points, you spec out, and then you try everything that you can out. And then you see what yields better numbers in a DPS cycle within 60-second parsers and 10-second parsers and things like that. Let's go to the meta wing. And yesterday they were talking to Meps about, because he was on the test server, I'm pretty sure he's on here today too. But they were asking him, you know, like, when does this hit live? And they are not releasing a date on that. So because this is all new waters. Let me tell you, if it feels. I remember leveling up a 2 not too long ago for a Let's Play Fast series that I was doing, and since I knew the game just felt really easy, real easy. And it's not that it feels hard now, but I don't feel like the power that I used to know that I know it like the back of my hand. It's like I know I have to relearn it. In the back of my mind, I know I have to relearn the power and find the new loadout or the new loadouts. I don't wanna what's it called? Just put myself within one single loadout when I have access to like all my powers. You know what I mean? Everything's gonna have a use. So I figure, right, in the end, maybe not everything, but I guess we'll see. But in doing it like this, it makes you test every power. It makes you see what everything's doing now, because they're just given to you one by one. So once you get them, you're like, well, let me put it in my loadout. Let me see what it does. And how do I put it? On a secondary level, you learn it, you know what I mean, without even knowing it. I'll give you an example. So one of my first jobs out of college was an engineering assistant for an engineering firm in Puerto Rico, right? And when I first got the job, my boss just came into my office, after we had, done the whole hiring process and got acquainted. Well, he just, the first order of business that he came to me with is he came to me with like these plans, these huge plans, about 300 pages of just, the next project that he was going to go ahead and build. Mind you, I was doing all this in Puerto Rico in Spanish. If I'm not translating some of the words correctly, well, fuck it. But he just basically gave me these blueprints. That's the word. He gave me these blueprints for the next project that he was going to work at, right? And he was like, I need you to estimate this for me. And that's all he said. And I was like, what do you mean just estimate it, right? And he's like, everything. I need to know everything. I need to know how much brick, how much mortar, how much sand, how much water, how many nails, how much linear feet, how much square feet, how much tile, how much grout, how much paint. I need everything. I need everything that this project takes to make. I need it organized in a piece of paper and quantified. Everything. And I'm here looking at like 300 pages of a multi-building project. Luckily, half the moon of the project, like half of it's basically a copy paste. So once you did one side, all you had to do was multiply all the numbers, but one side was fucking insane. I mean, just imagine you looking at one building and thinking, okay, what does it take to make that whole thing, except all the electricity and all the plumbing, right? You don't have to focus on that, because, the plans are already there. You just have to focus on the actual building materials. Holy God. So he gave me this task, right? And I was like a week and a half into the project. I would just come into work for like 9 hours straight, trying to figure this out and get it quantified and do it all right and get all my information. Go to Gotham. Let's go to Gotham and get all my information correct and find out a way to present it to him as well. Because, I mean, you just can't be like writing it on paper and staple it together and be like, hey, here you go, man. This is a career. This isn't just, your regular old job, So, all right, I'm a week into this, and this is my first project of this scale, and I did not expect this with such little information. I knew I was being put to the test. Is Gotham up here? Where's Gotham at? I don't know this watchtower very well, y'all. Gotham, okay. So what was I at? Oh yeah, so I'm about a week and a half into it, right? And I'm saying to myself, well, look, I don't know what the standard is for a project like this to myself. I don't know if I'm early, late. I don't know if when somebody gets a project handed like this, I don't know if they're expected to turn it in within 4 weeks, within a week, within 2 hours. So I'm here about 2 weeks in, almost 2 weeks in, trying to get this project ready. And I'm kind of, getting nervous, like, shit, am I taking too long? You know what I'm saying? So I remember having about 98% of the project done where I was 100% happy with the numbers. You know what I mean? But then I rushed the last 2%. And I was like, this is fine. This should be fine. But I rushed it. Because I didn't know what the standard was. So I just rushed it. I turned it in. I'm like, here, I presented it. Here you go. I went to my boss's office. I was like, I'm ready with the project and the numbers. And he just looked at me straight in the face. He didn't even look at the papers. And he goes, are you 100% sure about those numbers? And I just looked straight back at him and I go, nope. And he goes, do it again. Straight up, just like that. Do it again. I took another week and a half to do that shit again. And then I turned it in. And when I turned it in, he goes, I want you to know that, this whole thing has been done already. I'm just going to compare the ones and the numbers that you've done to the ones that I've done. And I kind of expected that, but didn't expect it at the same time. So, I just went back to my office that day and just sat down the rest of the day just doing little stupid things, right? And he called me back into the office and he said, hey, look, Jonathan. That's my name, by the way. He goes, hey, look, Jonathan, your numbers were within like 99% of my numbers. So very good job. By next week, Monday, I'm going to need you to start going over here. This is going to be your first project. This is this and that. And lo and behold, guess what projects he was sending me to? He was sending me to the project of the blueprints that he had given me. And without me knowing it, when I got to that construction site, I knew every damn measurement in there. I knew everything. Just because I had quantified it so many times. So, I mean, I knew more than the lead engineer. He would basically ask me for, like, hey, what's the measurement on this window? What's the measurement on this opening? What's the measurement from floor to ceiling here? I was the walking blueprint, basically, in the project. Which, at the young age that I was an assistant engineer at that project, well, that got me a lot of notoriety and helped me move on, in that sense in the career. But nevertheless, it was a learning experience for me. You know what I mean? You never know somebody's real intentions. It was a Mr. Miyagi move, yo. You know how Mr. Miyagi, you got little, what's it called? What's his kid's name, man? Karate Kid. You got Karate Kid coming to Mr. Miyagi like, hey, man, I want to be a Kung Fu master. Make me a Kung Fu master. Mr. Miyagi's like, well, check it out. We're going to train you, but I need you to paint this fence for me. He's like, yeah, man, but what about the training? He's like, the fence. He starts painting the fence. He's like, no, man, not like that, not like that. And he teaches him how to paint the fence, right? Without the kid knowing, all he's doing is teaching him muscle memory. Now, all of a sudden, 2 hours later, in the movie, they're about to kick his ass, and guess what saves his ass? The motherfucking painting the wall move. Hiya! Right? So that move saves his ass. And all of a sudden, it just becomes clear to him. Oh, my God. I was, the whole time I was thinking, when is Mr. Miyagi going to start training me? And all of a sudden, he realizes, I've been getting trained the whole time. You know what I mean? Since day one. So that was a very good learning experience for me. And I feel that's what they're doing with us here. Yeah, we're complaining and we're bitching and moaning that they're starting us off from level 0 and what's it called?
Who is this? I wasn't expecting.
And we don't get our powers, and we don't have the dummies to test on, and it's just basically we're starting the game over again, for real. In a short amount of time, because people want to figure this out. You know what I mean? They don't want to fucking be grinding this. But, what's really happening is you're relearning everything, which is what they want you to do. You're testing everything out. You're seeing what works. You're seeing what doesn't. You're just seeing numbers, but subconsciously everything's going in. You're seeing it. Your mind is a powerful thing. A powerful thing. The moment you think it's not, just to think of your dreams, yo. Everything that you see in your dreams and you feel in your dreams, and you create that with your own brain. You know what I mean? So if you think to yourself, oh, I can't draw, I can't be creative, bullshit, I tell you. You just gotta focus and try. If you focus and try on most things in life, you'll do fucking average or above. Just a little above average. But there's a formula to everything, you know. You just there's like a hidden there's hidden paths to everything. Nothing's just surface level, if you know what I'm saying. So as this may seem surface level, it's got its point, you know. I want to think it does. I want to think it has its point. I don't want to think that they're just, I don't know. Well, I guess if one senses it, well, that's the proof right there, right?
You're out of the fire.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's hurry up. Let's focus. I'm glad you like the story, man. Oh, fire's not good. But we got shields. We're made out of ice. Take that. Let's just watch the power regen on the weapons. 24s, 33s. That's just the power regen straight up on the weapons. You see that? I wonder how staff sits, since it's, is it for every, no, it's not for every hit. Okay. I'm not sure if it's for every hit. Yeah, but another thing what it was doing, it's now summing up your hit counters and your power moves as one on the hit counter. Before it didn't do that. And now you could just basically keep, like, it considers it a combo, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if that much power is coming back from the weapons, they definitely want you to use the weapons. And the weapons seem like they're not doing really much, like, high damage as the powers either. Wait. We got a turret whooping our ass over here. We're gonna have to... Can we make it? Can we make it? There we go. Man, come on. Come on, man. Leave me alone. Alright, we're good. I don't get nervous, man. One life is still alive. Remember that. I used to play Magic the Gathering, and many a games that I won at one life. And those are the best. Because you win with your heart pumping, playing a fucking card game sitting down. That's right. But if you're a gamer all in all, you know the feeling. Alright, take that. Pissing me off.
You're destroying all my robots, you pest! Granted, they're not master.
Jordan Richardson asking how long till they'll be like basically hits live servers. Man, they're trying to get that info, and they're not being real open about that. They were asking Meps, and he was basically saying, you know, nothing to the regards. So not even basically acknowledging it. Let's keep walking through.
You'll be shocked at what you find here.
Gotta get rid of these generators, because that damn electricity's gonna mess me up. Let's get rid of you too. I mean, see, look at the power regen on the weapon attacks alone. Well, that half of that is the cold snap. See what we can do here. Oh no, this is not a good idea. Is there switches on the wall? What? Go, 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 go. Button smashing right now. Yeah, eat a snowball. Defeat all moral bots. 9 out of 11. So we got 2 up here. Okay. Come on. Well, we just feed-alicious today. Well, we already popped the soda in here, so no more School of Hard Knocks. So, no shame in popping a soda now.
Surrender before I am forced to hurt you.
Trying to prove everything, just trying to get our powers, yeah. Alright. Where we going? Where we going? Where's Soda Pop at? What's his name? Red Tornado. Soda Pop, man. Take that. Gain some power. Snowball. To the face. Boom again. Supercharge on his ass. Resonating Gale will reflect. Kinda ate up a bit of power there. Snowball. Snowball. Well, that worked. But that snowball didn't hit. You didn't see that last snowball hit, right? That's another thing too. Sometimes you throw a snowball, 500s. Another time you throw a snowball, 42. I mean, I'd expect the difference, but 500 to 42, that's a huge something. Something's going on there. But now it always hits AoE.
Get up here, or you'll miss out on all the fun. Batman, my antidote isn't working.
Alright, here we go.
But I don't
Let's earn our stripes with I don't even know what the fucking league is called for the villains. What's it called?
Concentrate. My own toxin, what a ride! This toxin
It's the Justice League and against who? This guy?
I knew
Fucking Hawaiian shirt dude?
arrive in force, so I created a new toxin just
Looks like iDubbbz in 20 years.
not enough left for you. I will
Hey, that's pretty good.
tomorrow belongs to T.O. Morrow.
Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing here, but now we're just gonna keep spamming our weapons. We got a supercharge. See, and we'll just clip that snowball twice. Okay. Try to gain some power back. I don't want to go through the double clip on that rotation as far as resonating gale and reflect. I feel like I need to try to maintain my power back up. Try to throw a snowball in there too.
I can't take you out, Joker.
Come on, Batman. Show me what you got. I was snowball clipped with reflection. As you can tell, they changed the animation on reflection. Now it looks like Winter Ward. I actually checked on the forums. I thought that was a bug. No, that's intended. They changed that. They've swapped the animations basically. Reflect looks like Winter Ward now. Winter Ward looks like Reflect. Hey, guess what time it is? Supercharge! Now you see that first power that I'm using there, Impaling Ice? That's my supercharged generator. Not only does it inflict frostbite, making snowball hit harder. Wait. Now Batman's getting serious. Whoa, level 29, baby! We're 1 away. We just got Avalanche. Let's see what's going on. Alright, what do we get? Let's get the gauntlets. Alright. Where you at? I got no inventory space.
Sorry, kid. You'll have to
Alright, we gotta throw some of this stuff away.
Calculator.
We
Get
don't
us
need
to
you.
Arkham.
We
Use
don't
my
need you.
private entrance.
No.
Ollie, do not puke on Daddy. Well, I'll say this for my toxin. It sure packs a punch.
This is test. This is test.
But later. For now, get up to that satellite and blow.
Alright, we just need a little bit of space. We'll sell half that shit later. So alright, we're in level 29. Let's check out ice. Alright, let's check out avalanche. That's been one that's been intriguing me for a while. So damage. Wait, let's go to damage abilities. Where's avalanche? Here it is. So what we'll do is we'll replace resonating gale for now. We'll see what avalanche does. See if it still gives us a CC as before. You know how it knocks them back and keeps them in the air juggled. We'll see if it still does that. We'll see the damage on it. Avalanche compared to Artigus. Artigus hit harder, but Avalanche just ticks, fucking massive ticks. And I think that may be a difference in making it just a little bit more harder hitting than Avalanche. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get out of here. Where are we at? Teomoro's trap completed. 2000 XP, one more level, baby. You have just joined us. This is MadRabbit. We're on test server testing ice powers. 18 of you watching, I want to thank y'all. A lot of you were here from yesterday. We freaking streamed 13 hours, 14 hours straight. Trying to get to level 30 because the devs pulled a fast one on us. They were like, hey, look, stats revamp on test server. Yeah, you just started off in the Brainiac shit, by the way. Remember DCUO day one? Yeah, welcome back. But hey, all in all, as we were just talking about not too long ago, it has its purposes. It has its purposes. I better them take baby steps and take their time than to rush something out and fuck it up. Which was my big issue with monthly content, because I just knew the amount of pressure they were going to be under to finish a damn episode within a month, not giving them time to finish anything else. Oh, avalanche. It has a damn cooldown. Oh man, look at the cooldown on avalanche. It's like, let's find out. 2, 3, 4. 10, maybe 12 seconds, 13, I don't know. I'm not a human watch. This is the new encasement. Now it's a ball. And I feel it happening more often than before, which is not good. Because now that since they're a ball, now before as a block, if they were like on a stair like this, yeah, they would slide. But slower. Now as a rock, I'm pretty sure this will cause ads to go all over the place in slanted tunnels and whatnot. Find the data core. Man, I better hit 30 by the time I finish this. I think it's intended that way, but I'm not sure. I just hit 29. But oh man, Avalanche has a cooldown. That's a letdown. Arctic Gus is still spammable though. But Arctic Gus has a cooldown. So Snowball is the new Avalanche. For now, right? Look, I mean, you could just spam Snowball, see? I mean, just that right there. I'm just using 2 powers there. Power regen, Snowball, Snowball, Snowball. Now, it's supposed to hit harder. As you see, I'm getting like 400s and 500s. But it's supposed to hit harder when inflicted with Frostbite. So let's inflict Frostbite with Impaling Ice. 544, 507, 123. You see what I'm talking about? That's a huge dip. From the 500s to drop down to crit over there, but I guess it did about 800 over here, but about 113 over there. So if it was to split between both of them, it's about 450, 900. Avalanche. Well, it still offers that CC, you know, it's still a great move. But as a finisher, I found, let me show you the finisher. Let's use the finisher on the boss. Wait, that's tank abilities. What are we gonna swap out? We'll do this, and then we'll put the fireball there. Where's the snowball? Fireball. Fucking ice powers. Oh, I just ran into that. All right, let's hurry up. See what I did there? Since I was able to put the fireball in with reflect, and then just keep that wasn't bad actually, because then that keeps your supercharge up and the finisher up. So it's like start the fight with powers, mid fight weapons, finish him off with the finisher and or supercharge. That could be a thing. See, watch. Powers. Let's just go weapons now. And the cooldown time on it is pretty quick for Impaling Ice actually. I think it's sped up. That was a mistake. See how much power it ate up there? Doing snowball clip with reflect. So yeah, let's start trying to implement that. We'll start off with powers 1 and 2 clipped, and then 5 and 6 clipped. Do some weapon damage, because I think those 4 powers will fall under the power regeneration time of Cold Snap, and then finish them off with like a weapon combo clipped with what's it called? With Impaling Ice. Is it Impaling Ice? No, what's the finisher called? The 35%er. But the 35%er is different now. It's got a different animation, and it kind of ticks you down. And once it gets you under, it can tick you down under 35%. And once it does, then it starts doing double damage as well. Well, it doesn't skip from one target to the other, which is a shame. But I guess you can't expect that from a finisher. Was I able to clip the fireball? I mean the snowball on that one? That was pretty good actually. That felt smooth, you know? That slaying right there, the way I just slayed that dude. Felt good. Alright, what are we doing in here? Find Docking Bay Alpha. Here we go. That falls within the bubble of the power regen. There you go, take some damage. Hey, that works. That works. Snowball clipped, get some power back, and finish him off with a finisher. Fortunately, that finishes, well, I guess you can finish him off with another snowball if it's a group of ads. And if it's a boss, you got him with the finisher. But we are conserving a little bit more power. See, that was a mistake. I should have waited. Okay, we'll do that. Throw a snowball in there. Keep going. Maybe throw another snowball. See how that snowball hit for 13? That's what I'm talking about. 13. combo, and dead. And I got all my power. And all I did was powers. We'll see if that works with a boss. To conserve power. You gotta remember, guys, I mean, don't get fooled by the numbers you're seeing as well. I am CR 129, and most of you are probably used to seeing numbers coming off of a 150 CR plus character, you know what I mean? We're up to 189, 191 in the game, something like that, so. But it's a lot of things that change, you know, they change the numbers on what we are attacking as well. It's not just...
Life support systems for business.
That's another thing, man. You get interrupted, that shit's gonna cost you. I'm at least... Yeah, I got the power back from... I used the skill points in the acrobatics tree to get the power back from breaking out, because it helps. It helps a lot. And a snowball. And it didn't hit. I guess he was dead already. So we'll conserve a little bit more energy, more power on this one. Okay, our power regeneration seems to be a little bit better today. I guess everything from yesterday has begun to, you know, sink in. Okay, where am I going? Through the central hub. Okay. Let's try that again. So clip, clip, snowball, snowball, snowball. Get power back. But then I stay helpless. So yeah, I should have incorporated more weapon attacks in that mix. Which I guess involves you more. You know what I mean? You're not just walking around spamming Arctic Gust 4 times every 10 seconds. Every 3 seconds or something like that, you know? So... They say something about fighting my way through here. Alright, that's what a supercharge does if you just go up to the ads. But the supercharge encases them in the blocks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Supercharge have cooldown times now, you see that? Before you were able to just... No, nothing to say about PvP at the moment there, Jordan. And if you notice, I'm not using the buff even though I may have to. And that may be a thing. Let me try something out. So, since I am incorporating weapon attacks within my mix, I'm going to keep this on the loadout. But then this is going to become Ice Bash. Which, if you see, it's not like a buff to your crits anymore. It just increases your weapon attacks, which before, even if you hit with a weapon or if you hit with a power, you would see might ticks coming off of Ice Bash. I no longer for some reason see might ticks coming off of Ice Bash. It just may be increasing the numbers that you're actually pulling off when you're actually doing the attacks. So thing is, when I did incorporate into my loadout coming up through the levels, it wasn't really, I really didn't see any difference, which is why I took it off my loadout. I would pop it, I wouldn't see any difference in the numbers of Snowball or Gale or my weapon attacks, or I wouldn't say, you know, that's another thing. That's why I noticed that it wasn't ticking. I should have clipped it within that time period. Get a Snowball in there, Snowball in there, and every now and then you'll need to finish somebody off. But I'll keep that in there like for my ranged single target. See, I'm hitting for 100s. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for Ice Bash. Okay, so that's that. So see, weapon hits are like 90s. You saw that hold? That hold hit for 37. The fuck is that, DC? So now, Impaling Ice CCs them and basically shoots them back. You saw that? Resonating Gale does not explode encased targets anymore either. Resonating Gale, if you did it when people were encased, it used to do double damage. It was one of the only powers that did damage while people were encased. Not anymore. And really, the only difference that I see coming from the next abilities that I'm gonna gain is, oh shit, is Blizzard. That's gonna be the supercharge that I'm gonna swap out. And I'm just going to test Frost Blast to see what it does. Frost Blast just may be the answer to, let's say, the finisher. Instead of having the finisher there, maybe you should have Frost Blast there. We'll see if it's a channeling move still. We'll see the cooldown on it. Alright, alright. These are my hack dudes. Let's get the computers. Almost done, almost done. Trying to hit 30.
So much for 3. And
Give me some of that XP.
data is unlocked.
I'm a villain right now, which kind of sucks because, you know, I should queue up for alerts as soon as they're off. You know what? Even area 51 because just for the XP in case we need it, and there's more chance of people actually go in there. We'll just queue all of them up. Tank, DPS. Although I'm not gonna tank. That's a lie. But it helps me get in. That's okay, we're on test. But the loadout's looking different though. That's for sure. You gotta try to get that snowball before cold snap stops giving you power back, you know what I mean? And the rest of the way, I guess it's just you weapon attacks and then just spamming these dudes are fucking word, yo, what? So anywhere else we gotta go? Jesus. What else do we gotta do? Now we gotta go to these two guys. Where they at? That's just straight up Powers right there. That's what I was doing at first, but spamming that snowball was, I think I can get away with 2 spams. Let's find out. 1, 2, and then we'll just keep now. It kind of see when you come back from the power, and if you're forced to break out, your power's just gone. Can't catch me. You can't catch me. Now I'm over here behind you, see? And you're shut down. Alright, let's get the terminals. Oh no. What a waste of time.
Log entry.
Let's keep going.
It's about time for T.O. Morrow to revolutionize
Go.
technology.
Woo! 30 of y'all watching. What's up, everybody? MadRabbit. Thank you for joining us.
Those turrets
I really appreciate it. We're on test server today, checking out all the new intricacies of ice, DPS, powers, everything really. I also heard, I mean, if you haven't seen Frost Knight yet, it's not hitting, it's still quick, not hitting as hard as before, but it has like a 6-second cooldown, man. Who wants a 6-second cooldown on a single target taunt when it used to be like 2 seconds? Feats, baby. Oh, how many do I got? I don't know. Let me check. 29. Okay. That's to the devs right there. Put it here, man. Put it here. It helps. That wasn't a bad idea. I gotta go switch everything around. Come on. Come on, we're almost done with this. We're almost home, baby. We're almost at CR at level 30. That's what we want. Then we can get in front of that sparring target and see what's up. This is a good time for a supercharge. I'm not sure if they just broke out or that snowball helped, so we'll have to keep an eye on out for that. This way, this way, this way, MadRabbit. Go. That actually looks pretty cool, that animation.
System's trickier than
It's
I
like
expected.
ice bursting out of your body. But like let's just think about this. If they did this with ice, one of those fundamental powers from the game that's been with us for a long time, dude, they're gonna the whole game is gonna change because they're gonna do this with all powers. The whole game is gonna change. The whole game, everybody. I'm serious about that. That what we look at visually will still be, relatively the same as it has been since day one. As far as, the style of animations, what we're looking at, and the quality of the product. But combat altogether, I did PvP yesterday once, right? For the mission as you're leveling up, that you gotta go PvP. Well, the damage is super low. I don't think it's like intentionally fixed. I think the devs just have it in there so that you can complete your mission and get your XP. But man, if anybody has a soda in there, nobody's going down. If everybody feels like a fire tank with buffed to the max. Everybody's a fire tank with a troll right behind them, so you're unkillable. So it's not I don't know if it's intended, but figure that in our stats, check it. We start off with like all this, all this stuff, and I've had 3,000 toughness since I started, so that's like a base given now. Where the fuck are we going? Defeat Brainiac, assault, keep turrets activated. Okay, we're going this way.
Right.
Come on, we're almost home. Come on.
Bay doors open. Central core available to blow.
Push it.
Get in there and light this place up before the satellite realizes we're still here.
Another thing I didn't do, I didn't lock my my style tab, and we just kept running with it. So this is the look so far, and it just changed again. Alright, we gotta sell all this stuff and make some. Oh, let's collect the shielded robot just because, for feats, because they started off with 0 skill points, yo. They just like literally, they started off with nothing. This is my first time in here as far as a villain. I don't know what the fuck we're really doing. Return to the central hub. Okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm glad there's so much exploration in this mission. Guess it's designed to teach me how to read maps, huh? 'Cause if you haven't learned by level 29, now's the time.
Core data wiping
Alright, here we go.
progress. Initializing prototype of key information parameters. Creating. Creating. Creating.
Nah, you don't. You don't instantly hit 30 when you finish the last mentor mission.
Searching. Location found.
And unfortunately, as a villain, I was able to queue up for one alert yesterday in the 13 hours that I was playing. One alert. That's the only thing that popped. As you see, I queued up for the alerts now and nothing has popped yet. And that's, you know, the mistake of going villain on the server.
Joker?
But we're almost there.
Real Joker? All that money, it's not going to stop.
We're not too far out.
Follow that robot to Arkham before it kills us all.
Hardlight of Celestial. Yeah, combo powers is basically what you're saying. Hardlight, Celestial. Imagine Atomic. What are they going to do to Atomic, you know? Atomic it specifically has two ways to DPS. You know, you can go ahead and go with the Aura combos, or you can go with the 1, 2, 3, 4 Geiger combos. So, you know, and they just made that power. I can see now why a power like water power would be, you know, not even something that they would be talking about right now, considering that all of these changes are coming to the game. Because that's going to change how everything interacts as well. They're changing the meta on us. This is what's happening. The meta's changing, everybody. And the meta's going to change.
Oh, this crazy robot thinks it's me. Kill it, would you?
Where we at? Where we at? Oh shit, we're fighting the Joker. Alright, he's got some decent health. Let's focus on some combat mechanics. Where's he at? He's not taking damage, so what am I supposed to do? Use the computer to call clowns. Oh, fight Brainiac. Okay.
Brainiac's here too. Quick, use the terminal and call in some of my friends.
Okay.
Watch them die to me.
Supercharge. Let's see. Oh look, that dude's taking oh, they take damage inside the with Snowball. But I just spammed all my power, yo. Let's see how much that'll take. That took a lot of power. Alright, go to the next terminal, I'm guessing. Yep.
Brainiac can't send just one killer robot.
Come on, go, go, go. Supercharge. There we go.
Use the terminal to watch it blow.
Let's get 5 terminals this time. Two terminals remain. Where at? Oh, let's get that barrel. Defend Joker. Why am I whooping his ass? Oh, that's the Joker android. Whoa! What the Okay. Something blew up. Let's see what got me. Small projectile spheres missile strike. That'll do it. That'll do it. Missile to the face. hope the meta isn't triple tank. What's this, Overwatch?
Basic combat actions ready.
Oh, this crazy robot thinks it's me. Kill it, would you?
Alright, let's focus. I should have put a reflect back in my loadout. Alright, let's not waste any power. Let's just use the power back mechanic in this stage.
35% complete.
Now, Brainiac's here too. Quick, use the terminal and call in some of my friends.
Supercharge. Let me go get that computer, man. Alright, we spotted that barrel over there. We may need that. Come on, get out of it. Come on.
This is rigged. Use the terminal to watch it blow.
2. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, that was quick. That was nice. If it did that and didn't encase them, it would be better, really. Yep, this is the old clipping days, man. They meant it when they said that they were gonna go back to. Are you fucking kidding me? What am I doing wrong, y'all? Help me out here. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Let's what does this give me? 2,400. We'll keep that equipped. Let's try this again. This is what I've come up with so far there, Enter Sandman.
Basic combat actions ready.
As far as the loadout goes, a lot of powers are doing different things. Not so different, but they're tweaked a bit to the point where you do notice the difference. There's powers that regenerate power now. Weapon attacks are regenerating power. Let's get the computers.
Integration 35% complete.
There you go.
Now, Brainiac's here too. Quick, use the terminal and call in some of my friends.
If you notice that snowball, it does damage them. Looks like we're gonna have to pop a shield and drink our soda now. See, what's that yellow dot? I can't.
Processing source Joker data.
Okay, this is the next computer phase.
Error.
Pop a shield. One here. Keep going.
Use the terminal to watch it blow.
Got all 5. This is that part where shit gets crazy. Where's that barrel? You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I'll whoop your asses over here. As long as I don't get hit by that damn missile. Alright, let's get his attention. Oh, he's getting his ass whooped out there. Let's defend the Joker again. Good, pretty good. I'm not going to use Snowball this time. I'm just going to try to get some power back for the next rotation. Alright, what happens here? Into that block. Let's go ahead and supercharge. There we go. Got it.
Joker here. Gosh, that was fun, wasn't it?
Say Joker.
Now, there's so much else to blow up, ruin, and torment.
There we go, Joker. You got some more XP for me?
Psychopaths to team up with and spread the pain. It's what I would do.
Decide Joker's fate. Uh-huh. How?
I knew when I first met you on that Brainiac ship that you'd do really, really awesomely terrible things. The society is impressed, and that's not easy.
There we go. Alright, we're out of here. We're out of here. Cool. Enjoy the movie. Let me get a drink, y'all. I'll be right back. And thank you. Thank you for watching.
I love dead puppies, killing chicks, shriveled cops, and great, big, giant explosion. I love twisting the bat up so tight you can hear his spine scream deep down inside. And now I have so many more delightful villains to play with. What? I might not even kill some of you.
Yeah, there's no AMs anymore. The old loadout for ice is working. It's just I don't find that it does as much damage as spamming the snowball. But it does work. Like you can still do it. You're just not getting you're not seeing the thousands that you would expect out of Arctic Gust. You're actually seeing ticks for like 200. But as I said, that was a while ago, so that was about 9 levels ago that I was using Arctic Gust. But I've been swapping in and out of powers just to see what's working and what's not. At the moment, this is what I'm running. I want to go ahead and show you again. I'm running Impaling Ice because for one, it's my supercharged generator and it inflicts frostbite, which makes Snowball hit harder. Now, why Snowball? Because it's a move that I can spam. It has the shortest cooldown that I've seen of all the powers. Arctic Gust is still without the cooldown, but this is hitting harder. This may conserve you a little bit more power, maybe, but like I said, this is hitting harder, and this is hitting within the encasements where this, I believe it wasn't. Which may be a thing when you throw Blizzard and everybody starts getting encased because there's so much ice everywhere. It's happening now with Deep Freeze, which probably is the one that you want to be using, not the other one. The other one isn't very good. This one's more like a channeling move, Freeze Ray. Basically, it's like just imagine Raiden throwing lightning at somebody, and then once he finishes them off, he moves on to the next target. That's how that one works. And it stuns them once the freeze ray hits them. Now the reason that I'm running it like this is because one, I like running shields on my loadout, and this shield is clippable, which is important because if I get it within the time of the power regeneration from Cold Snap, which I try to clip these three and then these two, then I can have like a cycle going, you know what I mean? Where I will begin the fight with these three powers, which is my buff, going into my attack phase of my powers, right? I'll basically tap range, do these three, tap range, do these two, start attacking with my weapon, making this activate, start attacking with my weapon buff, although I don't see any might ticks coming off of Ice Bash as they used to. And basically hold the supercharge up, and I was swapping Reflection out for Glacier Flash, which this is the finisher, and seems to be doing pretty good. And as you notice, also frostbitten enemies take additional damage, same as with Snowball, frostbitten. So that's why we started off with this, and then we go into this. Now, why Impaling Ice over Resonating Gale, which has more of an AoE, because it inflicts frostbite as well, because Impaling Ice right now is our supercharge enabler. Amid a shockwave of frost, see it says supercharge deep freeze. Damaging, okay, see when blocks of ice. No, that's wrong. Hold on. That's a glitch. There you go, Impaling Ice, supercharge generator. That's what I meant to say. It's your supercharge generator. As far as weapon mastery goes, what they did was for the skill points. What they're doing for the skill points. Well, this is your loadout. This is where you see the powers that you get unlocked in ice. Let me show you that once again real quick. Right here, as you keep leveling up. So if you already have a tune that's ice, you know, you're just, everything's going to swap out like this for you. So this is the last level that I'm trying to reach so I can get Blizzard and Frost Blast. I can imagine Blizzard being the best out of the supercharges. By the way, you can't come back from Ice Elemental as soon as possible anymore. So that little combo trick is gone. So that's not applying anymore. When I came back, I really didn't see any damage crits because you're basically locked into Ice Elemental form for about 12 seconds once you turn into Ice Elemental form. Now you do have a loadout within there, but you know it's questionable still. So level 30 Blizzard seems to be like the one that's going to replace the supercharge right now in the loadout, but I gotta test Frost Blast out because that may be what replaces Reflection or the finisher. Just depends on how you want to go ahead and run your raids, and you know, a lot of people may stop right before boss fights more often now and be like, hey look, let me make a quick change to my loadout. You know what I'm saying? So I have a feeling that's going to happen more often too now. Because there's just, since you have access to all your powers, you're going to... Oh yeah, I didn't show weapon mastery. Let me show weapon mastery. Okay, acrobatics. Wait. We went to loadouts. Let me show you weapons. This is how they did weapon mastery. So basically, from this line up is your weapon tree. And then you have that single skill point, which will open up the weapon mastery, which will be granted to you once you spend all the skill points in here, as I did with rifle, my first weapon when I first started out yesterday. Once I got all the skill points in the rifle tree, this lit up and it let me get the weapon mastery for rifle, and I spent the skill point in there just to make sure that it was working. So I'm pretty sure if I go ahead and open up one-handed and dual pistols, I'll be able to, and then put the skill points in there. You no longer have to put 21 points into the whole skill tree and like spec out your skill points where you don't want them. Another cool thing that they did with the stats is, well, let me show you the acrobatics. Right? Now in acrobatics, I went ahead and, you know, these still regenerate power back, and I got some stun resistance, but this stayed the same basically. In your iconics, this changes. If you notice, there's no more like crit buffs or defense buffs or dominance or that. None of that. There's none of that here anymore. No more vit or health. It's just the actual iconic powers. You know, Venom, Robot Sidekick, Hard Light Shield. And let's just scroll through these real quick, just in case they switch something up in here. Everything looks the same though. Yeah, everything looks the same. but this is the stat points. This is how they did it. So these first two rows, right? They require you basically to put at least 10, once you put 10 skill points into one of these rows, these will light up. As you can see here that it says requires points and stat points above it, 10. Now, another thing that I've noticed is once you start putting skill points in here, which is kind of crazy, look, it starts scaling up. I'll show you right now. You see how it says 6 out of 20 and I have 6, you know, it's the next level is give me 7. That's what happens. And then 7% will be here and then 8. So this is potentially 20% critical weapon attack chance, potentially 20% critical ability attack chance. So this is going to make your damage go up. All right. Now, once you go here, by the way, this whole thing right here, like let's say for DPS, 20 plus 40 plus one of these at 175, 235 skill points, y'all. That's the sum right there, not counting your speed or your weapon. It's 235 to max this out. But as you can see, as DPS, you can now max out your precision and your might. And if you can notice, they're giving you weaponization rating and everything. That's something to keep in mind. They're giving us weaponization rating and everything, right? Another thing, you have your critical healing chance, your critical healing magnitude. So this could be for healers slash tanks, and you have your troll buffs over here, your power crit chance and power magnitude crits. Then you have your vit, your straight up dom, power, resto, precision, might, defense, and health. So they've made it to the point where, you know, you can really tune your tune to the specifics that you want. I ask you this, man. I'm a comic book guy, right? I started off loving DC, loving Marvel when I was young. And I remember one of my first collections was Marvel 1993. It was awesome cards, awesome drawings. I remember getting the whole collection, trading with my friends. But one of the things that I liked the most from these cards was not only did you have an image of, you know, one of your favorite superheroes in the front, comic book style, right? But in the back, you would turn it around and it would give you, like, you know, the name, the height, a little bit of a background, a quote from the character. It was personalized, but then again, it would give you stats. Like, it would tell you intelligence, stamina, defense, and then it would stat them out for you. You know what I mean? And that made it cool. That made the cards seem a little bit more real in the imagination of a little kid, you know? So that's kind of how you're tuning your character now. You have all these stats. Where are you going to put them? How do you want to run the game now? So not only is skill points going to matter, but actual skill in the game and knowledge in what you're doing so that you can maximize the most out of these skill points that you actually have hard-earned for a long time now. Then this is how they're going to go. And let me tell you, this may be the stats revamp for 3 powers, but I don't know how, if this drops live, if it may just drop live for the 3 powers, I don't know if they're going to go ahead and give everybody this option of speccing out their skill points. Because this may be unfair for those other 3 powers. So that's speculation, but we'll see what happens. This looks like a glitch right here. It says 0 out of 10. Probably should say 0 out of 40. So that's a little bug or glitch. So they got to fix that, I'm pretty sure. So that's what they did with your skill points and your trait trees. Skill points should be shown right here. It would be important because it's not counterintuitive to go to the actual stats if you're a new player, but I'm pretty sure they'll work that out. And as I've been leveling up, I've been gaining new powers. In gaining new powers, I've basically tried everything out to see what works, what doesn't, how is it working, and what changes they made to it, because I've gone through all the powers before in Ice. I went through all the changes before with Ice, when Weapon Mastery was introduced, when AM was introduced, and before then, before Weapon Mastery and before AM, how Ice was doing damage. I mean, the old days of just clipping one-handed hold charge. Remember that? So, I mean, and we may be back to something like that because, as you see, I am using weapon attacks. And there's some bosses you can't just be slashing like this, you know? So you gotta make sure you stay at a distance. Maybe rifles back at the top as far as the weapon goes, because people are gonna tap launch grenade. Please let me hit 30. Give me 30. For the love of the DCUO gods and Olympus,
The sociopath,
or I'll beat you down with these sticks in my manly short shorts.
you an official member. Congratulations! I think.
Go electricity. Hell no. Hell to the no. How they say in my job.
This wasn't
Playing ice.
expected with all of the mutually
I guess somebody's got to be playing electricity. I ain't playing electricity.
to the society.
Come on. Yeah! Yeah, baby! Fucking chill with me, Chuck. That's right, we just hit level 30. Let's do it. That's how it's done. It only took us like 15 hours and a half. Look at them feets. Look at them feets popping. All right, what do we get now? Let's check out the loadouts. Damage. Blizzard. This is what all you've been waiting for. Let's go. Excuse me, sir. Where's your war room? That way? Let's go. Let's get out of here. It has begun. What? Wait, what? Did I just... Damage. Is that... Oh, no, that's Wintry Tempest. Okay, okay. Here we go. Blizzard. Blizzard. And Impaling Ice. This is another one I want to see. Is it a cast time? Yep, it's a cast time. It's a Hadouken move. Hadouken! Okay. Enjoy the movie, y'all. Let me get something to drink. I'm fucking dying over here. Got excited. Got excited. We hit 30, yo.
Get ready for another round of newbies. I'm your host.
Let's begin the tests.
Let's get to know our legendary contestants. So you're not from dead, eh? Put that big brainy bottle boy on his big behind, did you? Et cetera, blah, blah, blah. Well, congratulations. We're all so proud.
Do hybrid builds work? I really haven't tested anything hybrid out yet. Really, the focus has been just to like race to 30. Because that's when, you know, I knew the more important testing was gonna begin. For me, on my end, which is basically trying to figure out how damage is gonna do its how ice is gonna do its damage now. And what's the most efficient way to do it? What clips with what? What does what? What works best in certain situations, as you're going to have those situations where you can be mid-range, where you can be up close. You're going to have situations where you can't be up close. Bitter Winds lost its shielding properties. It lost its knockback. It's just like basically an AoE going around you now. So that's something else to consider. Freeze Wave doesn't knock back. It does knock back, but it doesn't add the additional tick anymore. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot that has changed. A lot of powers to get to this point. So, I mean, a lot of grinding to get to this point in the last 2 days. So I'm happy. I'm glad that I got y'all watching too. I want to thank you. I want to remind you that you know, it really helps out if you hit that like button. If you like what you see, helps the channel grow. It helps me, you know, it just inspires me to do more of what I do, because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying it. So I want to thank you for that too, because it's made my time doing this feel like I haven't been by myself either. You know, it just hasn't been a lonely grind. So that's been pretty cool too. So what else do we got here? What do we got to do now? We got to find the war room. War room. Where are you in here? I don't know this. I'm not a R&D station. Tell me they got a war room. Did they give us no sparring targets? No dummies? They couldn't have done that. Alright. Any villains out there? You know where the war room is in here? Let's get out to the main deck. Enter inner sanctum, no. Leave through here, okay. So you got your brokers and your banks. Hall of Doom Armory. Is that what it's called? Hall of Doom Armory? Let's go. There are 2 war rooms in the Hall of Doom there, Christoph? Go into meta or magic. Okay, so that's... I know this one's gadgets, so meta or magic. I should keep going straight right here. Magic wing, okay. We're here. We go down to the bottom. Lower floors of the meta of the magic wing. Yep. Alright, cool. Thank you guys. Let's set up our parser. We'll set it up once we get there. Let's keep going. Enter armory? No. These are just teleporters. Do I actually have to enter the armory, y'all? Is that what it is? It's the armory? Yes, okay. I didn't know it was separate. It's not there. They're gone. Oh, they're gone. They're out. So you guys that know that they basically have no, it's gone. Okay, it's shut down. Huh. These dudes. Alright, well, let's think. What can we do? Armory is a mission. I figured. That's why my first instinct wasn't to come in here. But, you know, I figured war room / armory. Wrecked. Yeah, fuck sparring target. Why would they do that? Because I guess they didn't figure anybody would make it to 30 by Sunday afternoon. Guess again, you fucks. Man, all right, let's keep going. We just gotta play it smart. Let's set up our parser. Loot, combat. And let's go to settings. Yep. Settings. Gameplay. Parser, 10 seconds. Let's give it to me after 10 seconds. Don't write it on the disk. Well, it doesn't. Alright, we'll keep it like that. And then chat options in combat. We'll edit this and we'll take out broadcast. We'll take out system. Damage out. We don't need damage in right now. Take out message of the day. Damage summary. Damage summary. And damage out. We'll take that out because if not, it's just gonna. And we'll keep it like that. Save. Now, let's go sell half this. Really? Now I see the renown booster box? Now you give it to me? That's gotta be a joke. Let's sell a bunch of this stuff.
You can have it. I have so many wonderful things for sale. You
Just gonna make some space now.
take a look and have it all.
What I'm thinking of doing is just like heading into one of those teleporters that actually have ads where I can just go in, kill the first group of ads, get some numbers off of them, get out, and come back in and just keep doing that over and over and that will give me a steady, that'll give me some kind of control over what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not too OP where I go in there in the first group of ads, I press one power and boom, they're gone. So we'll see about that. That's the thing. I haven't been level 30 for so long. Meta wing, dude. Is that where it at? Try all the bottom floors of each wing. I will. Let's try that first. Let's put this chest piece on. Another gearbox. The fuck? I don't even know what we got. Oh boy, that's why. Let's put that mask on. Let's just sell some more of this stuff.
You can have it. I have so many wonderful things for sale. You know you want to take a look and have it all.
I need to collect half this stuff. But it's not letting me. Okay. $20.26. So let's swap this out. It's not letting me either. Alright, so let's warp to base. Let's save. Yeah, it's mega small, man. Inventory is not expanded, so let's make sure we have the top gear that we can on. Let's just imprint this now so we can erase most of the other stuff. Okay, this can be erased. Yeah, man, I see it, man. I see it, Lewis. Well, I had to take the time to do it sometime, guys. Sorry that it was now. Yeah, that style's killing me that too, yo. Fucking dude looks, yeah. Just no. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself, guys. I'm only doing it because, you know, it's funny. But don't do it. Looks horrible. Alright, let's put these rings on. 20, 28, yep, put it here. Yeah, I don't like having all this crap cluttered, but it's fucking test server. Okay. Yep, let's delete that. I'm losing, y'all. Don't leave. I'm just cleaning up, man. Just let me clean up a little bit. It's fucking dirty. Look. I want to collect styles. That's why I want to collect styles, you see? Feed points. They're making you earn all this shit again. And that's going to come in handy. By the way, I also heard yesterday that, from a lockbox, by the way, for the Gotham Knight style, for the back. That's how I got it, lockbox. I also heard that there is no respec machines in the Watchtower, which is why I've been hesitant to spending the rest of the skill points that I have. So I'm guessing in the Hall of Doom there is no way to go ahead and respec as well. Okay, so we opened up some space. Let's go ahead and do this again and print all. Yes. There we go. Really? Alright, there we go. Let's check out our generator. Just want to test with those things on. Replace cell, replace cell. Check out another thing too. Alright, now that I got all this gear on, check out how the mods work. This is another basically brand new thing for those of you that stuck around. Oh look, we got a journal to complete. There we go. Okay, so where is it? Where is it? What was I gonna show you? Oh yeah, the mods. Look at the mods now. So we got our weapon sockets with the white sockets, right? But we're not talking about white sockets. We're talking about the affinity bonuses. On the DPS, what I'm noticing is on both the yellows, you're gonna get power. As you can see, it is an issue, so they want to give you some. On the back, 3 might, 3 weaponization rating. So notice how the weaponization rating is sneaking in there again. And there's a back socket, chest socket, and there again, 3 might, 3 weaponization rating. Again on the legs, 3 might, 3 weaponization rating. 4 precision on the rings. Precision on the rings. Straight up might on the reds. Oh no, look. We got precision in the blue socket. 4 ice. So, yeah. Precision in the hands. So it's a mix of precision and might. So this is going to be interesting. And there goes all those Olympian generator mods that I made. Yeah, I'm slow as fuck because I'm doing other things. Leave me alone. Ah, hell yeah. See, I just don't know. We just try to keep it kosher on here. Alright, let's go back to the war room. Let's go back to the Hall of Doom and see if we can find ourselves a war room. If not, the tunnel idea it is. We're just gonna go ahead and go in and out of a tunnel. We can get some ads and come right back out. See if we can spam that and get some numbers off of that. Blizzard's animation's probably gotta look the same, but it probably has a cooldown time now, as most superchargers do. They didn't have cooldown times before. You could pop 2 blizzards one right after another if you wanted to. You can't do that anymore. Pretty sure. Alright, so I was told to go into every wing. I already went into this wing. Let me get out of here. Entering the tech wing now. Nothing in here. Nothing down there. It's closed off. All right. Confirmation. Been queued up for about 2 or 3 hours now. Not even one alert has popped. So, like I said, I'm on the villain side. Yesterday we did like a head count on on the server, and there was like 2 more on. There's got to be some more on, but I want to test. I just want to see some numbers, without having. Let's go to the meta wing. Am I there? Fuck, man. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really know this place. Wasting time right now. Let's go back. Let's go to the meta wing. Down south. Oh, yo, what's up, everybody? MadRabbit, what's up? Saying what's up to all of you coming in. I'm on the test server right now. Stats Matter Revamp. I'm guessing this is where it would be. Hey, we had another pop. Fuck, but I don't want to go with this loadout. But hell, we wanna try we're gonna try out Blizzard, and we're gonna try out our new ones. So we're good. We'll do it like this. We got lucky there. Be nice, fuckers. Almost spacked that ass. Yeah, QO4, 8P thing, tier 1 solo. Alright, so I'm getting my solos. Okay.
Since safety is of the utmost
Alright, here we go.
society.
Who we running with?
Yes, you are in
What are they at? 24, 16, and 14. And I'm here just slanging my 32. Slanging my 32 around. Alright, let's rock and roll, y'all. Let's see what this does. That's weak. Still weak. Still weak. I'd rather have the finisher there. Let's get some power back. Let's get a good group and see what Blizzard does. Hadouken! What? That was weak. Where's everybody at, man? Where are these guys at? Why aren't they sticking together? Well, I'm the one that's not sticking together. Blizzard! Oh, Blizzard is so concentrated. Blizzard used to be huge. Alright, so let's put the finisher in here because that power sucks. Damage, we're gonna put the finisher. We'll keep it like that. Let's stick together, group. That might help. We gotta disable the teleport consoles and let's go down here. You wanna go down here first? See, weapon attacks, finisher. That's what I've been doing so far. Wait, where am I going with this shit? All the way back here? Alright, where are we going next? Let's go here. This one good? We cool here? Right now I got like 29 skill points. Started you off at 0. Maybe 30. It just burns through too much power, really. Wait. Let's stick together. I don't know why y'all getting into fights down here, but okay. Let's get one more of these things. Let's aggro everybody on purpose. Let's go. Now we got a mob behind us. That's good. Let's see what the supercharge does here. Don't die. Alright, good. Let's put a soda in there. You have sodas? You ain't got no sodas. Oh, we got sorters. There's another one right here. Oh, these exciting missions. Make sure you take the crate back to the teleporter. That's how you save the world. Alright, where we at? Where we at, boys? Where we at? What y'all up to today, man? Y'all chilling? Just hanging here watching YouTube? Put you on your phones, on your PC? We lunch already? Wondering what this is gonna do to your power? It's gonna change it, I'm telling you. And I'm by myself over here again. And I'm just not paying attention. Let's pay attention. Alright, let's finish them off then. Knowing the combat mechanics is gonna matter more now, since weapon attacks seem to have been integrated back into playing. Which I guess, you know, you're not getting 15 Ks out of spamming Arctic Gust all the time, but you're getting a lot of damage from the actual...
My guerrilla fighting
It's not damage, excuse me. You're playing the game more. You're clicking more buttons at the same time. You're more aware. You're capable of clipping more often now since you have access to so many powers. This is going to change things. Let's whoop on Tiny. Oh, that was too easy. See, that tends to be another thing that I've been noticing leveling up. The bosses, cake, piece of cake. The ads are really what's you know, beating you up, hitting you hard. But the bosses, they're done with in seconds. The ads are tougher than the bosses. I don't understand that.
Yes, you heard me. Then take out Ultra Humanites Cage test subjects. They are contaminated and cannot be allowed to survive.
intellect will prevail. Attack!
Got supercharge again. And yeah, out of the supercharges, I see it not encasing more. It does seem a lot smaller than it used to be. Maybe like a third smaller than it used to be. So I just hit him with the finisher there. Last moment. So I free her to whoop her ass. Okay. That makes me a hero, right? It's like, hey, you in that cage, yeah. You're free. Now let me kick your ass. Oh, they saw me. So let's see how fast we can actually spam our supercharges now. Basically, when it comes off cooldown is what I'm seeing. Let's get out of here. Why does that last tick hit for 196? You know? Does it just finish him off? Is that exactly what he had in life? Or is it designed to just hit lower than the second to last hit? I've noticed it doing that too. See, I couldn't catch that. I couldn't catch that one. Come on, over here. Oh, seems like a time for a supercharge. Yeah, I'm a villain. That's right. But hey, aren't villains heroes in their own mind, right? Said the Joker. That motherfucker knows he's bad. That's his thing. Alright, this is the next one. Let's come over here. Let's go. Come on. Good. This seems like a good time for a supercharge. Well, they are definitely coming more often now, as you can tell. You gain them back incredibly quick, and I can imagine the chess mod for this giving you what, 125% more back. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's see how we're doing on the damage. That's irrelevant, really. This mission is filled with objectives and random fights when you get caught out of place. Oh look, but we got a troller now. Now we have all the powers. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do now. It's up here. But I don't see pot going, and the troller's power bar is still. Is he here with us? And he's here. He's here. There he goes. But I don't know if he's popping pot. Alright, come on. Up there, guys. And gals. Girls play DCUO too. A lot of women. Seems like a good time for us. Really? I hit the fucking cage woman. See, in situations like that, you do get a lot of power back, so it just makes sense to like tap hold and then clip that last hold with the snowball. Instead of being like tap 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 hold, you can just be like tap hold. What else are we doing? Look how easy. They're so easy. I don't understand why the bosses are so easy now. Let's go outside.
Island is almost fully under Ultra Humanite's control. Overload the teleport system throughout the area and keep his forces down.
Come on. There's an exit. Let's go. Where they at? Where they at? Oh shit, they're not down here. But I am. Hurry up, Johnny. So it's like a sustained 120 dot. It feels like bitter, like a shortened bitter winds, really, Blizzard. I think the other one that was encasing, as soon as you pop it, it hits like once for like 1,000. It's 1,000 something. So that may be something to compare. Blizzard feels kind of nerfed right now. I expected more from it, you know what I mean? There's no more rooted. I haven't seen rooted either. So that CC aspect of ice is gone. And then from roots, that's how you get your encasements. You go straight into encasements now, which is not that great. But I guess with Snowball, you can, you know, damage them while they're encased. I'm running the finisher there, but you might as well, through doing something like this, you could be running the shield, I guess. But what are they expecting us to do during, you know, boss fights? Just be spamming like this and boom. Is this it? Is this the new DC right here? Tell me no. I look like Nolan Ryan here, man. Don't tell me I'm just going to be throwing curveballs and sliders all day. That regen on that supercharge though, look, 100% already. Check out the comments, see what y'all talking about over there. I'm here all focused on the game. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? Down here? Let's go down here. So you lost the ability for the double dots, or at least triple dots, because I'm pretty sure you can get a dot out of Wintry Tempest. So as you see, it does generate my supercharge quicker, but how much quicker compared to if I didn't have it? Next group of ads, I'm going to go ahead and switch and swap out Wintry Tempest. And for those of you that want to see the AM, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what the AM does. Now that you've been seeing me for a while and seeing the numbers that have been coming out. Let me go ahead and get out of combat real quick. Let's go to loadouts. Let's go to damage. I think there's somebody on us, so this is going to be nullified. Let's make sure. Nope, we're still out of combat. Step back. You know what? They need help. See, 400's on the snowball, but I don't really see damage. Well, see, it splits and then it doesn't split. Split and then it doesn't split. Let's kill these dudes first. Come on. I'll switch to the old AM to show you how that's looking, how it goes as far as power goes. There's the damage output on it. Can you run it the same way? Let's go ahead and stay back here for a bit. Okay, we're out of combat. Let's see if we can get it done real quick. So it'll be Arctic Gust here, Reflect, and Wintry Tempest. Where are you? Wintry? There you go. Let's do it like that. Wintry Tempest and still inflicts Frostbite. Still an AoE.
Set the detonation timers on each missile plate. I wouldn't stick around after. We'll only have 10 seconds before they explode. Safety first. Then we can deal with ultra-humanite.
Where's the group? There you go. That's the AM right there. See, it still does damage, it still kills, but you know what? Let's check out our combat log.
10 seconds to detonation.
We were getting up to what before? Let's see, 494, 350s, 425. So 420s, 490s as high numbers. Let's see what we get now.
You have defeated the others, but your path ends here.
Let's get out of here.
For
Let's
I
get out of here.
possess
Hold on.
the
Let me
fists of
focus.
fury.
Check it. Look how I'm flying. That's new. Alright. So let's drink a soda. Let's start fresh from fighting this guy. Let's start it off with... Man, you get interrupted and you're fucking... You see how Wintry Tempest just knocks the... takes your power out? We need an ad. Bosses are weak. Candy. That's smart.
My ultra sustainer turrets are active. Nothing will
But as we've seen, the ads are going to be more difficult than the damn...
room temperature IQ.
The hell? You want CAM, right? Here we go. $512. Just get a large group, but I mean, my power is hurting. I guess having the cold snap on the back, reducing it by 10% would really make that difference.
But it takes 3 to scream in pain.
They gotta make the head sockets more readily available if this is how it's intended, you know? Unless you're only gonna give a select few the opportunity to go ahead and, you know, use what they really want. Seems like snow numbers, but I guess they tick faster than the snowball. I don't know.
I prefer brain over brawn. But for now,
181. Now we get a boss. These guys are probably thinking, oh my god, look at this guy using the AM. I'm just testing, y'all. I'm just testing.
dunce! If Grodd couldn't keep me from this technology, you never will.
Oh, barrel. Just feels kind of weak.
Repair those turrets immediately.
So we got a steady target now, but now we have no power, and there's pot. There's pot going. Well, there was pot. There's not pot anymore. Myself some power back. Get off me. Look at that, one wintry tempest, and you're like, there goes all your power.
Guards, I require your immediate assistance with these intruders.
No Blizzard isn't charging as fast as I would like it to. So I think we have an armory here. Is that an armory? We can go back to what we were using. Okay, let's check that out. That's what we were using. Oh, that's a barrel. That's a barrel. There we go. There we go. This dude, it's turning out to be tough. Conserving more power this time. We're doing more steady damage. We're back up in the 545s. Let's go ahead and take advantage of this.
I require your immediate assistance.
Immediately hit supercharge faster. Let's see if this makes any difference. 2,000 on the first hit, and then just a couple more ticks. Kind of Wintry Tempest like. I'm taking too much damage.
Guards, I require your immediate assistance with these intruders.
Really? Right here, guys. I wish I had the finisher right now on my loadout. I wanted to test it against a boss like this that could take it, but look how fast Wintry, the Blizzard is actually coming back up now.
Retreat! The Ultra-Humanite has been defeated.
Yeah, Wintry Tempest is not top dog anymore, y'all.
Traitor, thief, abomination. You are no true ape.
I mean, I'm not sure if we had like constant power throughout that. I don't think so. I looked up many times at the bar and I didn't see the green lightning up there, up top. So,
Evolution technology will unleash primal savagery on this earth.
I mean, I went to the AM there. I really, yeah, I was doing damage steady, but I felt like I was going through too much power and it wasn't sustainable. I feel like the other loadout that I was using where I supercharge my loadout. Excuse me, where I supercharge my supercharge quicker, if you know what I mean, with the impaling ice and the snowball spam. I felt that was just better. Thanks for the group, everybody. GG. Thank you. This is a rare occurrence as a villain on test server. Can I write something, please? Oh, there we go. We'll do that. Let's see what we get. Let's take nothing. There we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, let's do a quick recap here. This turned out to be a better loadout right now. I don't like the fact that this just hits once. You know, because you do have Resonating Gale, which does the same thing, and then it keeps a blizzard on the ad that you hit it. So whoever's around that ad takes additional ticks. So that, in theory, it'll get your damage up, right? But then you got to compare that to Impaling Ice hitting once, but getting your supercharge up quicker. That's the difference. I thought that blizzard was going to be a bit more powerful, but this still may be an option, actually, because of how hard it hits the moment you hit it. I think this was a 35% before. All the supercharges are 50% now. Even hibernation, I believe. Let me check. Hibernation. Doesn't say, actually. Let's find out. We're at a supercharge rate, but most likely a 50%. If it would be available to use if it was a 35%er by now, because I think it's a little bit past 35%. It's almost at 50, so. Let's check out the cooldown time on an escapable storm. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is way too long right there. That's bad. That's bad. Did you see that? Was that like a 10-second in it? Okay, so you enter the room and you got ads over here, you got ads over here, and you gotta pull and frost snipe, or frost snipe and pull, or lasso and pull, and you're not gonna have time. You're not gonna have time. As soon as you aggro this group over here, and then you turn around and you're like, okay, what do I use to pull them? Maybe the iconic powers. The tornado vortex one where you spin and you bring them to you. Maybe that's gonna start getting used in tank stance. Who knows? Well, we'll see. See how the design of the game does it. What else can we say about the powers and the loadouts? So yeah, impaling ice right now for me, just since I want to use the supercharge and see what I can get out of it, is the one winning over resonating gale. You would say wintry tempest or bitter winds, but bitter winds is it's just you know, you got to be up close. Resonating gale will probably do the same amount of damage at the moment. So, and yeah, I mean it favors weapon attack. Look how much power you start gaining back as soon as you start weapon attack. Just I wonder how those long range fights are gonna be. No spam pull no more. Yep. So Spray Star says tanking, trolling, healing are all about to be generic. Shake my head at what the development have done to this game about to be real boring. Mark my words. I hope not. I hope not. But, I mean, did you see that cooldown? Look at the cooldown on Frost Knight. Let's go to loadouts. Wait, why am I in tank? Look at the cooldown on Frost Knight. Frost Slam hasn't changed, but let's look at this. It's 6 seconds. Frost Snipe used to be like, you know, you press it and by the time you look down, it was already off cooldown. That's how quick Frost Snipe used to be. Why? Because I mean, when you're in tank stance, other than popping your regular shields and Frost Sniping when you need it, that's really all you got to do. So you do spam it. Although they do want tanks nowadays to go ahead and be able to attack more. So what they did was, look what happens now. So now no more, they're basically trying to get rid of turtle tanking. You know what I mean? They're giving you your buffs while your defense buffs while you pop certain powers. And in regards to ice, those powers will be Winter Ward and Bitter Wind. So now, remember before that you used to have to pop 5 chill effects before you get your ice armor? Doesn't work like that anymore. Your ice armor is activated immediately as soon as you pop one of these 2 powers. One of them being Winter Ward and the other one is Reflection right here. And they swapped the animations. They swapped the animations on them purposely. I don't know why. I mean, it's just going to confuse people a little bit more, but whatever. It's not like the animations didn't make sense. They made sense. Reflect looks like Reflect. Winter Ward looks like Winter Ward. I guess 5 years of that'll do that to you, right? Although they did amp up Reflect not too long ago. Alright. So this is Winter Ward right here. Looks like Reflect, but as you can see, Ice Armor is immediately activated. If we go into the powers right here, see, you got Ice Armor, 25% mitigation, and then Reflect looks like Winter Ward now. All those spiraling snowflakes around you. What else can be said? Let's go through the powers. Let's go through the powers. Because everything's gone through a little tweak now that we got everything. And then the next video will probably be, you know, hopefully they'll put some sparring targets out and let us start testing numbers. And most likely, what they'll do is hopefully they'll give us like a gearbox, so everybody's testing at the same CR, at the same stats, and balanced out, so that they can, as console tests go, they can get steady numbers coming in. I'm on PC, Young Sosa. All right, let's go through those ice powers. Talk about everything that we've found out lately, and then I think we'll call it a show after that. So out of the gates, you get the innates. You get your ability to dodge, your ability to block, and ice armor because they'll give it to you. Who knows why? Although you can't really, you start off with Snowball. Now Snowball has since, even though it's a level 1 power, it lets us know that just because it's up here, it doesn't make it any weaker. So we can't go by that either, because it's got like a 1 or 2 second cooldown. It's a 1 second cooldown or something like that. And now frostbitten enemies take additional damage with it. It's also always an AoE. Before, it wasn't always an AoE when it hit. It would just hit one target. Something that I am noticing with Snowball though is every now and then the number from Snowball will be really small. Instead of in the 400s or 300s or 200s, what's it called? Snowball would be hitting at like 45 or 72, something like that. You know what I mean? Like a ridiculously low number, and it would happen mostly when they were at range. This fucking chair, I need to oil it up. All right, so Frost Slam. What happened to Frost Slam? They got his name changed, because it used to be called Freeze Wave. And now Frost Slam, well, Freeze Wave used to do an initial tick, and then if the enemies were frostbitten, it would either root them in place and or keep an additional secondary tick on them, or it would cause a tick if they were frostbitten. Basically, that doesn't happen anymore. You get the slam on the floor, you get an initial an initial just might tick. That's it. Ice Boulder Strike. What did I learn about Ice Boulder Strike? It's an AoE. It takes a little bit longer to cast, so it's one of those that you want to clip out of, because it takes a little bit long to cast, but it does do good damage. But Snowball is bracing it, and the fact that you can spam Snowball faster really makes it go ahead a little bit as far as the damage output on Ice Boulder Strike. What else can I tell you about Ice Boulder Strike? Oh yeah, the cooldown on Ice Boulder Strike is about 6 seconds. So then you got Reflection. They changed. It still absorbs damage, but I don't find it reflecting it back like it used to. It still acts like it. Surround yourself with the essence of ice, protecting you for a short period of time. Some damage from next to 3 attacks. Some damage, okay, from the next 3 attacks will be redirected. So it still works as Reflect. But yeah, but now it looks like Winter Ward, so that's different. So Resonating Gale. So I've tried using Resonating Gale while people were encased in ice, as it used to do additional damage before in ice. And Resonating Gale also used to do additional damage to frostbitten enemies, when now it actually inflicts frostbite. So it's basically like a starter, like it's the game telling you, hey, I'm the new Winter Tempest, I'm the new Bitter Winds maybe, but I put it on the opponent instead of on you. So that's what Resonating Gale is doing right now. It's basically popping an initial damage, and then on that target it creates like a Bitter Winds on him, and then there's an AoE storm for 3 or 4 more ticks after that. Cooldown, I think about 6 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. It's not that bad. At level 10 you unlock tank roll and damage roll, although you start damage roll from the beginning of the game, so this is a little redundant. But giving you this so early, being it that they had to squeeze in 2 here at the end with the supercharges, they should have just, they should have given you tank roll and everything from the beginning, and then you just put something, you put Freeze Blast here, which doesn't look very usable. So why give it to you at level 30? You know, why make you work for something that you're probably not going to end up using? But who knows? Who knows? I may be wrong. Deep freeze, new supercharge. 50% now. All the supercharges are 50% as far as ice goes. This one does an initial tick of damage. Boom. Real quick. But it has a big chance to encase. Now, if you're not using the snowball, which is the only thing that actually hits while people are encased, you're not doing no damage while they're encased. So use a snowball. Bitter winds, no longer CCs. You know how you used to run up to targets and bitter winds, and then they get knocked up and back and knocked on their ass? That don't happen no more. You're basically gonna run right into them. Plus, no more shielding effects from bitter winds. Bitter wind is no longer a shield. It's just basically you're running around with an AOE on you, so that anybody that comes close is gonna get hurt. But that's it. We just saw an escapable storm. I think the cooldown on it is ridiculously long, especially from a tank's perspective that knows how hectic it can get in certain situations. And the fact that Frost Snipe is, what would you call it? The fact that Frost Snipe is also on a super long cooldown is also worrying. But I guess we'll adapt and we'll learn, and they'll make some changes if they need to. But I'm pretty sure it's still working as intended as far as drawing aggro and bringing enemy targets towards you. It's just really the matter of fact. No, you know what's missing? It used to inflict frostbite in escapable storm. Now it doesn't. It's not in there. So that's another thing to take a look at. So you got Cold Snap. Cold Snap is now your self power heal. I'm guessing the 3 powers that got revamped all got 3 things. They got their self power heal, they got their supercharge, and let's call it 2 things. They got their self power heal and they got their supercharge enabler, like the one that helps you get your supercharge faster. They got those moves. So that may be 2 things that are going to be like a staple in every loadout throughout that power, which is bad because now it only leaves 4 slots for creativity, right? So that's what Cold Snap's doing. And Cold Snap is on about the same amount of cooldown as it was before on live. It's about 6 seconds. It's pretty quick. What else can I tell you about Cold Snap? Cold Snap, when you used to pop it before, you used to see the actual enemy taking damage. Now that doesn't happen. The enemy does not take damage from Cold Snap. Only you just get power regen for like the next 6 seconds after you pop it. You get a whole bunch of power regen, and I found it to be the best time that if you're going to go ahead and clip a bunch of powers, do it within that window of time. As I said before, Frost Snipe is no longer rooting or encasing as I've tried to do with it. You know what? It may be encasing. It's not rooting anymore. But it's still a single target taunt. But as of now, on test, the cooldown is like 8 seconds on it or something like that. It's just too long. It's something. My numbers are not exactly right. It just feels like 6, 7, 8 seconds. You know what I mean? But it's up there. It's not like 2 seconds like it was before. Like right away, you had it ready. Freeze Ray is another supercharge. I don't like it that much. Basically, what you do is you just imagine you're raiding, right? And you put your hands out and you start electrocuting somebody until they die, and they're stunned until they die. And then once they're stunned, if you're still within the supercharge time, you just move automatically to the next target. Another thing that you can do during Freeze Ray is press Q and switch targets on your own, so you can see you got 3 ads coming your way. You pop the supercharge, you stun all 3, and then you focus on one, kill that one, move to the other ones. That's another thing you can do with that one. But it's single target. It leaves you wide open. You can't move. It's I would call it the weakest of the supercharges right now. And as a surprise, I'd put that next to Ice Elemental right now. Ice Elemental may be the supercharge for tanks nowadays. That's probably what it's really designed for now. So we'll see. We got Impaling Ice, which is now your supercharged generator, which I'm sure Mental and Ice got as well. The supercharged generator is going to be the power that's going to help you generate your supercharged bar a lot quicker, as you've seen when I did have it and when I didn't have it on the stream. Yeah, as Spray Starch is mentioning right now in the comments, they nerfed encasements, juggles, stuns, shields, breakouts, DPS, power interactions, added dovetails. They increase cooldowns. They remove power interactions with this update. The AMs are gone. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that you can put the loadout the same way and still do damage is there, but the advanced mechanic of getting power back and getting your damage up is gone. Yeah, that's completely gone. So let me take a drink here. Give me a second, guys. Guys and gals. All right, so impaling ice. So that's what it's doing. This is doing an initial tick of damage. It's on the same basis. It's on the same rotation time as cooldown as cold snap, and ice bash. Also winter ward. Also bitter winds, meaning that that's one of those powers can be swapped in that slot right before you hit cold snap and one of the other powers. You know, that can be clipped at the same time. Excuse me. So winter ward surrounds yourself with a shield of ice, protecting you from damage for a short time, which is weird because I read on the test server it's not actually a shield. So on the forum, so that's yet to be seen. I'm pretty sure if you pop winter ward still, you can, while taking damage, you pick somebody up. But if you notice, look what it doesn't say. It's usable while controlled, but it's no longer a breakout. Holy crap. No longer a breakout on winter ward, y'all. You're not popping back up on your feet anymore. So that's big. That's different. As you notice, we're only through level 19, and look at all the changes. I've been able to talk about a change in every power. So no, if you're ice right now, or for whatever power you are, just remember, this is what's coming. This is, be it for good, be it for bad. If we want to change, the fucking change is here. You know, you didn't want weapon mastery, you didn't want AM damage, it's gone. But remember, it's superficial, guys. You know, what's the difference between doing 10 damage to a target, 1,000 damage to a target, or 100,000 damage to a target if it still takes you 10 seconds to beat it? The number is cosmetic. That's all. That's all. What we're really talking about here is damage over time and percentage-wise. That's what's important. Let's keep going. Ice Bash. Ice Bash. Infuse your weapon, mind you. This is not how it read. With the power of ice, increasing the damage of your weapon attacks for a short time. Which, come on, man. It doesn't give you that power, the crit anymore. Remember, it used to just basically buff all your crits. Not anymore. It just buffs your weapon attacks. Now, before, when you used to attack with just Ice Bash on, you'd get 2, 3, maybe 4 ticks out of it. You know what I mean? And they would be might ticks. You don't see those might ticks anymore. And the funny thing is that if they were just adding on that damage to the actual precision damage that you're doing with your weapon, well, I would be, you know, inclined to say that I want to be able to see the difference. You press Ice Bash and you start attacking with your weapon, you're still kind of hitting in the same ballpark. You know, you don't see more amount of crits. Mind you, I'm not like super spec'd out in my skill points. All I got is like 29 skill points on test server. But it's still something to, you know, take into consideration, being it that power is so... Maybe it's because I'm low on, you know, skill points right now, but power is a little bit... It's something that you have to keep in mind, and you have to play conservative with. Ice Elemental, it changed. I think they just made it straight up for tanking now. Why? Because you're stuck in the animation for 12 seconds. There's no going back anymore. You know how you can pop Ice Elemental and go straight back? It'll take you about 2 or 3 seconds on live. But now, oh, you're going to wait like 12, 13 seconds before you go back and return to normal. Yeah, you can do your loadout during the whole, you know, Ice Elemental thing. And play as an Ice Elemental, which is why I think it's going to be good for tanks, because I'm guessing it's going to just buff the shit out of your defense. And you're going to be really hard to kill in that moment, and you know, you're probably going to gain a bunch of aggro, which I heard that Hibernation does now as well. It like attacks aggro. So that may be another supercharge that tanks are going to be using now, Hibernation. It's actually going to, you know, you used to go into Hibernation before, and the problem was if the ads were just to be like, okay, the tank's gone, let's focus the healer. Well, supposedly Hibernation now attracts aggro, so that's still to be tested, to be honest with you. Arctic Gust. nothing really changed from Arctic Gust. Just doesn't hit as hard. You don't get as many crits out of it. I don't see as many ticks as before either. So that's another thing about Arctic Gust. It's about on the same, you could still spam it, so it doesn't really have a cooldown. It has about the same range, but just the damage, I still feel this is the one that's coming in second place to Snowball, and it's by a little bit. But if you swap it out, you're basically back at the AM, and I'm pretty sure that that's not what they intended. So they maybe want to make Snowball the clear choice. I'm not sure though yet. Wintry Tempest, I didn't find it as I just found it more OP before. I didn't find it so OP as before. It's on the same cooldown though. It just cost a ton of power. You hit a Wintry Tempest and I'm like at 50% power. So it just discouraged me from playing it. I mean, you're almost getting the same effect from, what's it called? The one that you slap in front of your hands. Where is it? Where is it? Resonating Gale. Resonating Gale. You're almost getting the same effect from Resonating Gale for half the power cost, so why not? Okay. Glacier Flask. Okay, how did it change? Before, what I'm seeing now compared to what I know I've seen before, where it used to hit you initially, wait for about a second or so, and then boom, huge tick. Double, basically there to finish you off. And I've seen other like munitions finisher. You know how they hit you a couple times and chew, and you take like huge chunks and then it fucking just blows up on you. It's not like an initial tick, a wait, and then a boom. They kind of hit you continuously, kind of bring your damage down at the same time. So like what I'm saying is a power like munitions can start their finisher off while you're at 40%. The beginning of the finisher will take you to 35. And the finisher will double up on 35 and then make sure it kills you, right? Making that finisher very strong. But from what I'm seeing now in Glacier Flask is that it's doing that. Like you can hit somebody at 40% because it ticks now. It gives you like, let's say like 200, 200, 200, 300. And then once they're under 35, it'll hit them for like 400, 400, it'll basically double up the damage it's doing. But what I've seen it do is on the last tick, it'll be like a really low tick. Being that it's a finisher, it's just counterintuitive to have a tick that low in a finisher as the last tick. So that may need some looking into. Hibernation. Encase yourself in a protective mount device that quickly heals you from protecting your damage, while protecting you from damage. Taunts nearby enemies to attack you instead of others. So there is your clear, look how it says shield. There's your clear shot out that this is for tanks. So tanks, every now and then you're going to be turning into a block of ice, gaining some life back on your own. And that's probably going to be your supercharge that you're going to be using. And who knows, since we have a supercharge enabler, maybe you may, as that tank, you may have to run Impaling Ice as well. And that's probably why it's a CC. Damage and knocking them down while restoring supercharge. So that's interesting right there. Shadow Restraints is now your group breakout as it was before. It's the same thing. It feels normal. But one thing, if your enemy was frostbitten before, and you played Shadow Restraints, they would most likely get rooted and get an additional dot of damage on them, about 6 more ticks. That doesn't happen anymore. And you used to push people away. You don't push people away anymore. You just break out, but you used to get a little bit of breathing room. Not anymore. Alright, Snow Devil. This seems just half as weak as Robot Sidekick, to be honest with you. It no longer CCs, right? The damage output is laughable. And the amount of time that it's actually out for the power cost that it costs is laughable as well. You might as well just press Robot Sidekick once and have it out the rest of the raid. If you can keep it alive, then play Snow Devil on any loadout. It's just, they could have done something with that. you know, and it's still a goddamn slow fake just fucking floating around, damaging shit, but now it goes away like in 3 seconds. Give me a break. Ice boulder. Same problem as before. You gotta create an ice boulder, you gotta hold it over your head, then you gotta throw it. Yeah. Now it does double ticks. Now if you were to throw a snowball, boom, you get like one AoE tick 400 range or so. But now you do an ice boulder and you get 2 double ticks of 400 or something. But hey, it took you twice as long to do it. So it just, you know, it's not smart. Plus, it's an enabler now. It inflicts frostbite to make enemies vulnerable to freezing effects. This is something that should be doing extra damage when they have frostbite. It makes no sense to me right now. Avalanche, guess what? Avalanche is on a cooldown. Oh yeah, and the cooldown is ridiculous as well. For all of these, as a matter of fact. It's just, these seem normal, not these. Avalanche is on a cooldown now. It's no longer like Arctic Gust where you used to be able to spam it. You gotta get on that cooldown train and wait for it. But it's still good. It's still the same animation. It still juggles. You can still use it at range, and it's basically like, it basically feels like the game is telling me, okay, you know how you spam all those snowballs? Well, there's a power that does it for you every now and then. So that's something to consider as well. We got to see that against a robot and see some numbers coming off of that once we get DPS sparring targets in the league halls and the, what's it called, the watchtowers and whatnot. Okay, and then at level 30, finally you gain Blizzard, which I feel. Oh yeah, supercharges are on a cooldown, by the way. All of them. They all have like cooldown. Remember before you press the supercharge, wait a couple seconds, you can press the supercharge again? Not anymore, they're on a cooldown. And they all got their own little separate cooldown times. Feels kind of like the same, but Frost Blast, still doing the same Hadouken move as before. Numbers weren't really impressive. It kind of feels like a watered down supercharge. Really, that's what it really feels like. It takes too long to cast. It's not automatically, and it doesn't really, you know, you don't really see those numbers flying off the targets anymore. And Blizzard, it's not as big. It used to be a bigger storm. It's not as big a storm as it used to be. It's just, now it's just like a medium-sized storm. It just feels like basically the range that you would get out of Bitter Winds if you were to pop it. It feels like that range. It doesn't feel like it lasts as long. It feels a little nerfed. It doesn't feel like Bitter Winds from before. Mind you, you know, keep in mind that my perspective is a little skewed. I've been playing at 189 CR, 188 CR for a while now, and seeing those numbers pop for a long time, and high numbers pop, and all of a sudden I'm forced to play with a level CR 29 skill point character, and, you know, the 400s and the 500s are C. They may seem like good numbers, but in what kind of ballpark, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, because context is important in the game. Like I said, you can add 3 zeros to the end of everything, but it doesn't make a difference. It's just a cosmetic change if it takes you the same amount of time to kill them. Woo! Okay. So that's what's up with Blizzard. Now, if you are playing you do notice the Impaling Ice, the supercharged generator, you do notice a difference when you're playing with that. But that, my friends, is an overview of Ice Powers as the stat revamps go on the test server at the moment for DCUO. Yes, 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 indeed. That is a good little overview right there of all the powers, what they do, what I think of them, my take. I didn't feel it was difficult. I mean, and whenever I actually died, I really didn't need a soda up until the end, but whenever I actually died, as I was misplaced or just out of place or paying attention to something else, you know. But it never felt really difficult. But then again, that can be skewed because, you know, that's in the eye of the beholder difficulty in a game like this. Yeah, the cooldowns. That's definitely the Beat Up John Cena Club just mentioned in the chat. And thank you very much, Nico. I actually checked out your channel not too long ago as well. So I wanted to know how Mental is doing too. Yeah, I'm going to probably go check out some videos on Mental and see how Electricity is doing, see how their damage is going so I can compare it to what I've seen. You know what I mean? Hey, let's read this. I haven't read this yet. Press the cycle power trait button in order to toggle between roles. You gain the following benefits while in tank role. So automatically you get 85% defense while not blocking automatically in tank role. So that's awesome. You gain 3% perception and your superpowers gain taunt. So all your superpowers gain taunt. Oh, wait a second. Your superpowers gain taunt. All of them. That's why they changed the cooldowns on things like your pools and... Okay. Did anybody read this yesterday? When you use a superpower, your opponents attack you instead of your allies. So it even describes taunt for you. Anything we should know about the damage roll? You gain the following benefit, 10% more damage. Okay. But look at that. That means loadouts. Man. Not all of them, did they? Did they all give you a taunt? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, you're right there, Space Arch. Because, I mean, if you were the only one if you were one of the people in the room and you go up to any group of ads close enough, pop any power, that's it, they're on your ass and you're on the, you're on their aggro chart. So you're right about that. I just kind of see it a little bit differently in the sense that, hey, you want to use Resonating Gale as a tank now? It's a taunt move. See what I'm saying? So, especially a Resonating Gale, you can go ahead and put, the dot on the actual group of ads down there, and everybody that's taking care of that is just going to come your way. So who knows? So yeah, everybody, that's it for my review of the stats revamp on test on Ice Powers. I want to go see some videos on mental and electricity so I can compare some powers. I'll let you know this now that I got a lot of you watching. I want to let you know first, thank you so much. You've made this real fun for me, and I'm glad that I can share this learning experience with all of you that are watching now and those of you that are going to come back and watch this later on. But anyways, it's been great to do this today and yesterday and get this shit done and over with. And I promise you that once we got the ability to test in a controlled environment and we can get some numbers, we gonna get some numbers. We gonna do some testing. You thought 13 hours was a long stream. You just wait till we start testing. Nah, I don't want to scare you. But man, we have fun, we have fun. I explained everything that I could. Let's see what happens this week on tests. Let's see what happens if anything breaks down or something is just super OP. Hopefully those people that are Superman mentors, by the way, if you plan on getting on PC tests, if you're a Superman mentor, be careful. I heard that Lex Luthor is basically unbeatable right now. He's bugged out or glitched or something. But yeah, y'all, it's the MadRabbit. I want to thank you for watching again. Leave a like if you like what you saw. And subscribe if you're new. I do a lot of DCUO videos, cover powers, cover combat, cover info, news. I play some Overwatch here and there, and every now and then just drop a stupid video because for the fuck of it. So yeah, you're going to have to put up with those too. But see them, give them some love if you like them, I just try to work, yo. I try to put in work. And that's what I do. This is the MadRabbit, and I'm out, y'all. Peace. I'll see you in game. We'll see how this shit goes down. Take it easy, y'all.